Here are 10 amazing facts that will blow your mind. Number 1. The Ethiopian calendar is 7 years behind the rest of the world. In Ethiopia, things are done a little differently when it comes to calculating the year that we're in. While most countries around the world follow the Gregorian calendar, the African nation uses its own. And although both systems use the birth date of Jesus Christ as a starting point for their calculations, according to Culture Trip, the birth of the first humans also plays into the discrepancy. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church believes Jesus Christ was born in 7 BC, 5,500 years after God's promise to Adam and Eve. Because of this, Ethiopia is actually around 7 years behind the rest of the world. Number 2. The kangaroo mouse never needs to drink water. Despite being named after an Australian animal, the kangaroo mouse lives in the Nevada desert. And since it resides in such a dry area, it's learned to adapt by getting all of the hydration it needs from the plant seeds. This means that the kangaroo mouse never needs to drink water. Number 3. Spending just a few months in Antarctica can shrink your brain. If you ever take a trip to Antarctica, be sure to do as much socializing as you possibly can, and come up with stimulating ways to keep yourself busy. Research published in the New England Journal of Medicine in December 2019 explained that brain imaging in 8 polar expeditioners before and after 14 months of isolation showed that the volume of their brains was lower than that in controls. In their notes we can read that researchers believe the changes in the brain they observed are the result of environmental monotony and isolation. Number 4. Greenland sharks don't reach sexual maturity until they're 150 years old. Greenland sharks, which are also known as gray sharks, tend to live long lives. As the longest living vertebrate on the planet, they can swim around the ocean for up to 400 years and don't reach sexual maturity until they're 150 years old. Number 5. Fish can change their gender. Clownfish, wrasses, moray eels, gobies and other fish species are known to change their gender, including reproductive functions. Clownfish hierarchy is always built with a female fish at the top. When she dies, the most dominant male changes gender and takes her place. Number 6. There are computers for the Amish, which have no internet, videos, or music. Amish people tend to reject modern ways, but despite that, there is still a computer made specifically for the tech-wary group. The key selling point, perhaps not surprisingly, is all the things the computer doesn't do. No internet, no video, no music. It is used only for basic business with no exception. In general, the Amish are more willing to adopt new technology if they can justify it for business reasons and they can keep it out of the home. Number 7. A parking spot in Hong Kong sold for almost $1 million. If you think parking is expensive in your area, you'll be shocked by how much a spot can cost in Hong Kong. A 135 square foot parking spot in front of the city's 5th tallest building was purchased for $969,000. This was the 4th lucrative transaction for businessman Johnny Chung, who made 6 figures off of his first 3 parking spaces. Midland Commercial District Sales Director James Mack said, "There aren't many car park lots for sale, so prices have always been kept high. And it might be worth sticking to public transportation." Number 8. The word oxymoron is an oxymoron itself. According to Merriam-Webster, an oxymoron is a combination of contradictory or incongruous words. They use cruel kindness to illustrate their point. But the dictionary also could have used the word oxymoron as an example, since it turns out the word is an oxymoron itself. Oxymoron is derived from the Greek words oxys, meaning sharp, and moronos, meaning dull or stupid. Number 9. The human heart beats more than 2.5 billion times in the average lifetime. Your heart may beat faster when you're excited and could slow down when you're relaxed, but in most cases, it tends to keep a regular pace. In fact, most human hearts beat an average of 60 to 70 times per minute and 100,000 times per day. That's about 35 million times a year, and more than 2.5 billion times during an average lifetime, according to PBS. Number 10. Minnesota has more shoreline than California, Florida, and Hawaii combined. When you think of places that boast plenty of shorelines, your mind probably goes straight to the coastal states. But Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes, or, more precisely, 11,842 lakes, actually has more shoreline than Hawaii, California, and Florida combined, according to National Geographic. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.